Hi students, how are you all doing? I'm so happy to bring to you all this question answer video of class 11 Compulsory English Unit 11. The theme is Arts and Creation and the title of the lesson is Why is the Renaissance Important? Let's go to page 102. Ways with words. A. Choose the best meaning of the underlined words. A. Martin Luther started a revolt against the conventions of the Roman Catholic Church. Here, conventions means customs. B. It blended classical styles with new ideas. Blended means mixed together. C. The dome marks the beginning of Renaissance architecture. Here, marks means serves as a sign of. D. The arts flourished during the Renaissance. Flourished means grew and improved. E. The new passion for learning also led to amazing discoveries in science. Passion means enthusiasm. Now question B. Study the examples of phrasal verbs and idioms. Students, phrasal verbs and idioms are different. They are not same. Let me give you some examples of phrasal verbs. This is the form. Please, can you fill it in? I told you last time, no, there will be a verb followed by a preposition. And in between, there can be some indicating words. Like, for example, fill in. Okay, fill in what? Fill it in. Here, fill it in is a phrasal verb and it means to fill up the form. Next, why are you bringing that argument up now? Here the phrasal verb is bring up. And in between these two words, that is the verb and the preposition, we are placing something that indicates something. Like for example, that argument. What? That argument. Or bring up what? Bring up that argument. That means bringing that argument into discussion or bringing that argument into people's concern. Next example, police are looking into connections between the two crimes. Here the phrasal verb is looking into. There is a verb looking and preposition into. That means they are trying to find out the connections between the two crimes. We need to come up with a solution. This means we should find a solution. Now look at the idioms. They are very different from the phrasal verbs. I lost my head completely. त्यो भनेको मेरो त टाउकै हरायो भनेको हैन नि. I lost my head भनेको मैले त केही भन्नै सकिन. मलाई त्यो अवस्थामा अथवा त्यो कुरा सुनेर के भन्ने नै थाहा भएन. In that situation, I lost my head completely. I can't believe the weather. It's raining cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs भनेको इङ्ग्लिशमा idioms हो हैन, तर त्यसलाई नेपालीमा वाक पद्धति भन्दो रहेछ हैन. तर मलाई जहाँसम्म लाग्छ उखान टुक्का पनि भनिन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ के. जस्तै नाच्न नजान्नेलाई आँगन टेढो, पशुपतिको जात्रा सिद्राको व्यापार, नजाने गाउँको बाटै नसोधे. यसलाई हिन्दीमा मुहावरा अथवा मुहावरे भन्दो रहेछ. यो त जो चोर उसकै ठुलो सोर भने जस्तै भयो नि. नेपालीमा पनि यस्तो इडियम्सहरू एकदम युज हुन्छ के. नेपालीहरूको आफ्नै किसिम छ हैन, जुन प्योर नेपाली नबोल्नेले बुझ्दैन. म नेपालीमा युज हुने केही इडियम्सहरू भन्छु है, अनि तपाईलाई इङ्ग्लिशको इडियम्सहरू बुझ्न सजिलो हुन्छ. मनको लड्डु घिउसित खानु, आकाशको फल आँखा तरी मर, खाने मुखलाई जुङ्गाले छेक्दैन, भोक्ने कुकुरले टोक्दैन. यो थाहा छ कि छैन? एक हातले ताली कहिले पनि बज्दैन. आँटी हेरी हार निल्नु है, होशियार दालमा के कालो छ, नपत्याउने खोलाले बगाउँछ, मुखमा राम राम बगलीमा छुरा. अब तपाईले बुझ्नुभयो होला नि इडियम्स भनेको के हो. एउटा कुरा भन्दा त्यसले त्यो भन्दा भिन्दै अर्को कुरा बुझाइरा हुन्छ के. जस्तै इट्स रेनिङ क्याट्स एन्ड डग्स भनेको एकदमै पानी परिरहेछ भनेको के, एकदमै ठुलो पानी परिरहेछ. अर्को एक्जाम्पल, they decided to bury the hatchet and try to be friends again. उनीहरूले सबै कुरालाई बिर्सेर फेरि साथी बन्न कोसिस गरिरहेछन् रे के. भनेको पुरानो रिसिबीहरू सबैलाई बिर्सेर एकातिर राखेर फेरि मित्रता गाँसिरहेका छन्। तपाईले बुझ्नुभयो नि phrasal verbs र idioms एकदम भिन्दै हुन्। Question C. What do the following idioms mean? Let them use them in sensible sentences. A hot potato, it means a controversial issue. The finance minister's love affair is the hot potato in today's news. B. Once in a blue moon, happening very rarely or never. After that incident, she was seen in the limelight once in a blue moon. म तिम्रो घरमा आउँछु once in a blue moon होला नि हैन भन्छौ नि हैन हामी. C. A bed of roses, a comfortable or luxurious. You should understand that our life is not a bed full of roses. We have to struggle hard in every field to succeed. D. When pigs fly. यो भनेको when which will never happen. What is impossible? सुँगुरहरु पनि कहिले उड्न सक्लान् त? She will be the Prime Minister of Nepal only when the pigs fly. E. Miss the boat. Failed to take an advantage of an opportunity. She didn't realize that she had missed the boat by rejecting his marriage proposal. F. Zip your lip. Stop talking or keep shut. You better learn to zip your lip, otherwise no one will like you. G. Fight tooth and nail. To try very hard to get what we want. He fought tooth and nail in order to get admitted to that college. H. When life gives you lemon. That means to change worst situation into best. There will come times in your life when life gives you lemon. I. Goose egg. A score of 0. Do you want to get goose egg in today's badminton match? Okay students, now number D. Match the following phrasal verbs with their meanings. र हामीले phrasal verbs को बारेमा previous chapters मा पनि पढेको. Phrasal verb मा के हुन्छ त भन्दाखेरि एउटा verb हुन्छ अनि अर्को preposition. त्यसले छुट्टै किसिमको meaning दिइरा हुन्छ. Breakdown. To stop functioning, vehicle, machine. My car broke down on the way to Godavari. B. Check out, meaning to leave a hotel. We have to check out from that lodge tomorrow. C. Fed up, meaning tired of something or someone. I am fed up with his negative attitude. D. Fill out, meaning to complete a form. You have to fill out these forms by tomorrow. E. Get away, means to escape. We have to get away from here as soon as possible. F. Give away, which means to give something to someone for free. I will give away the excess food that we have in the fridge. G. Give up, which means to quit a habit. Why can't you give up smoking? H. Look forward to, which means to wait anxiously for something or an event. We look forward to his arrival out here in Kathmandu. I. Make up, which means to invent a story or lie. Don't make up that story again. I don't want to hear it anymore. J. Pass away, which means to die. My grandfather passed away 5 years ago. K. Put out, which means to extinguish, especially fire. Put out the fire before you go to bed. L. Take off, which means to remove clothes or shoes from the body, to depart as in airplane. Take off your shoes before entering the room. The plane is going to take off soon. Now we have come to comprehension. A. Answer these questions. Question A. What does the word Renaissance mean? Which language is it derived from? Answer. The word Renaissance means rebirth of ancient Greek and Roman art, architecture, culture, philosophy, religion, and science in Europe after the fall of 1,000 years long period of Dark Age. Renaissance took place in Europe between the period of 13th and 16th centuries. This word is derived from the French word Renaissance. Question B. What did the Greek scholars do in their new locations after leaving the Greek city? The Greek scholars taught Greek and shared their precious books in their new locations after leaving the Greek city. C. How did new learning teach people to think in different ways? New learning taught people to think in different ways. The study of classical Greek and Roman writers and thinkers developed in European people a new desire for learning. People began to inquire into everything, and some began to question their beliefs and ways of thinking. As a result, this encouraged gifted people to be great painters, artists, sculptors, builders, or architectures, and writers and authors of great literature. When they became an expert or very skillful in their area, they were called with respect Renaissance man or Renaissance woman. D. Describe the artistic developments of Renaissance in brief. Renaissance is a period of a great cultural and artistic revolutions. Great developments in trade, banking, art, music, sculpture, architecture, music, and literature enriched the lifestyle of people living in Florence, Venice, and Milan. People there had enough time to enjoy music, art, and poetry. Great artists such as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, Filippo, Brunelleschi, Shakespeare, Cervantes produced their masterpieces which became renowned worldwide. Who can forget Michelangelo's famous painting on the ceiling of Vatican's Sistine Chapel, Filippo's dome-shaped roof, and William Shakespeare's great literary works? E. Name the 3 Renaissance scientists who made great discoveries. The 3 great scientists of the Renaissance period are Galileo Galilei, Nicholas Copernicus, and Sir Isaac Newton. Galileo invented telescope to observe and study the heavenly bodies in the universe. He studied moon's craters and said that moon has mountains and valleys. He discovered that Jupiter has 4 moons, formulated the law of inertia, and also proved through his experiment that the sun is the center of the solar system. Copernicus also brought the heliocentric view of the 9 planets, including the Earth, which moves around the sun. And Newton is famous for the law of universal gravitation. He said that every object attracts another object towards it with some force. Question F. Who discovered the printing press? Which country was he from? Johannes Gutenberg discovered the printing press in the Renaissance period, and he is from Germany. Question G. Why is the development of the printing press considered as one of the gifts of Renaissance? Before the development of the printing press, books were very rare and expensive because they had to be written by hands, and that also only in Latin language. But after the development of the printing press, books were easily available in the market in cheap, affordable prices, and they were published in different languages on various topics such as travel, poetry, homemaking, etc. Books were easily and quickly available in the market, and middle-class people also could afford them. Thus, printing helped make the works of best writers and all kinds of knowledge easily available to the people to read. So, the invention of the printing press is considered as one of the greatest gifts of Renaissance. Question H. Name the 5 famous explorers of the Renaissance. The 5 famous explorers of the Renaissance are Number 1, Christopher Columbus. Number 2, Vasco da Gama. Number 3, John Cabot. Number 4, Ferdinand Magellan. And number 5, Sir Francis Drake. Question I. Why do some people think of the Renaissance as the beginning of modern history? In the Renaissance period, European people made a great revolution in art and architecture, culture and literature, science, exploration and navigation, and music and performing arts. They became the foundation of modern life and the beginning of modern history. They brought a complete change in the lifestyle of people. Now students, turn to page 104, B. What do you infer from the reading? Tick the best answer. I will just tell the right answer. Number 1, A. Before the Renaissance. 2. Education was limited to scholars and privileged people. B. Which statement is true? 1. The Greeks had a strong influence on Renaissance thinking. C. What did the Renaissance do? 3. It caused people to make changes in their lives. D. What were the major causes of the Renaissance? 4. Printing, reading, and learning. Now we have come to critical thinking part. A. Do you agree that Machiavelli's view that a good leader can do bad and dishonest things in order to preserve his power and protect his government? Explain. Answer. The most renowned Renaissance thinker, politician, and a diplomat, Mr. Niccolo Machiavelli, in his book The Prince, stated that a good leader could do bad and dishonest things in order to preserve his power and protect his government. I truly agree to this statement. We know and have read about many political leaders who were great corrupts and hypocrites. There is a popular saying that everything is possible in power and politics, and that power corrupts. These leaders reached their powerful positions by hook or crook, being very wicked and ambitious, even some after sacrificing many innocent people's lives. After getting the positions and power, they forget all this and try to show people that they are good human beings. They have dual characters and can change their color any time in their life. That is why no one believes a politician. People say that power is also a kind of addiction. Once they come into power, they don't want to lose it. So in order to maintain his power and position, he can go to any extent, violating every norms and values of politics. Slowly, he turns into a devil dictator and becomes the cause of his own ruin or peril. Such leaders have a bad name in the history. Do you think that art and literature are important assets of a country? Give reasons. Yes, of course, art and literature are important assets of a country. Art in the form of paintings, sculpture, statues, and various handicraft items and other artifacts. In the same way, literature in the form of books, songs, music, and performing arts, they hold contemporary social value, traditions, cultures, and way of life of people. It is the mirror of the society. Peoples and their national identity depends on them. Art and literature of a country in their various forms tells a lot about people's way of life, their language, religion, cultural practices, and their traditions and set of beliefs. So they should be conserved and preserved as our valuable assets. Now comes the writing part. A. Write an essay on literature is the reflection of society. Literature is the reflection of society, or it is the mirror of society. We can get full knowledge of the lifestyle of people, languages they speak, festivals they celebrate, their societal norms and strong beliefs, their traditions and culture, their religion and religious beliefs, all which are prevalent in their society. People write about what they see and experience in their life. People create a world of fiction out of their desire and imagination. They cannot imagine a world which they have not seen. We learn many good things from literature which we can follow in our life, and we also learn many lessons from experiences and expressions of others through literature. So literature makes us alert, aware, and knowledgeable in life. That is why learned people are respected all over the world. Literature can bring positive changes in society by influencing people's way of thinking. That is why literature is taken as a corrective mirror by reflecting into which people can bring a great change in them and their society. B. It is said that today's reader is tomorrow's leader. Do you agree with this statement? Explain. Yes, I agree with this statement. Being a leader means there will be many people following you. So you should be well educated and knowledgeable in every field to be able to influence them and guide them in the right path. We Nepalese people have suffered a lot in our past as we did not get a well-educated and knowledgeable leader. In a single life, we cannot live and experience many people's lives. But by reading about their experiences and the lessons they learned from them, we can learn a lot in a single life, which will help us to take right decisions and make right policies to govern the country and its people. So, we should be well educated and knowledgeable first. It will form a solid base which will make a person wise and pragmatic. So, I would say a formal education followed by a specialization in the field you choose to work in is a must for every person who wants to be future leaders. So, I would like to say that he should cultivate the habit of reading voraciously if he wants to be a successful leader in future. Question C. Write a short biography of a national literary, artistic, or historical figure you appreciate most. Students, what I've found is that there is a trend in students that you always choose when you have to write biography of some popular artist. You always choose either Orniku or Lain Singh Bangdil. Why don't you choose other artists? Because in Nepal, there are so many good artists in different fields like painting, sculpture, fine arts, abstract arts, thangka painting, metalwork craft, or in making other handicraft items. So instead of choosing always the same person, go for the person you really appreciate and like. Here I have chosen Mr. Siddhiraj Sakya. I am sad to say that he is no more with us, but he is one of my favorite artists of Nepal. Okubahal is the home to this illustrious metal sculpting family, that of the legendary Siddhiraj Sakya, whose sons are now enthusiastically continuing the tradition and upholding the master's proud legacy. Siddhiraj's father, Punyaraj Sakya, was also a sculptor who sculpted impressive statues in copper, brass, silver, gold, panchadhatu, that is amalgamation of 5 metals, and astadhatu, amalgamation of 8 metals. The statues they make are of Buddha and his incarnations along with other Buddhist deities, and they are made exclusively for monasteries all over the country and abroad. It is interesting to note that They are descendants of royal monks who were in charge of Rudravarna Mahavihara, the most important monastery in the area. That's the reason for the horrific Raja in their name. Siddhiraj made 21 Bhagwati statues to adorn Hanumandoka and 2 lions for the Narayanhiti royal palace, along with a Maya Devi and Chintamani Lokeshwara statue. Although their statues are generally 14 to 18 inches tall, some really large ones have also been made, one of the largest being a 6.5 feet statue of Shakyamuni for a monastery in Lumbini. If you get the chance to see his artwork, you will be mesmerized and spellbound because his artwork is so perfect, detailed, and proportionately exact. I would say his every work is a masterpiece. We Nepalese people are very fortunate to have such an artist in our country. Now students, turn to page 108. There is a project work which says, prepare a profile of a great artist of Nepal such as Araniko or Lain Singh Bangdil and present it to the class. What is a profile of an artist? We can also say it is the bios or biodata of an artist. Generally, artist bios or biodata include the following information and elements. Number 1, job title. In this, a short introduction of him. Include a job title to explain what he does. Number 2, date of his birth and the place of his birth. Also, you can include his nationality and religion in this section. Number 3, his family background. People are interested to know his father's name, occupation, his mother's name, occupation, his wife's name, and how many children does he have. If they are grown up, what do they do? Number 4, his qualification, if he has. Otherwise, from where did he learn his art or who are his teachers? You can mention if he has taken any special training in this field. Number 5, talk about his creations. How many pieces of art he has made till today? What are his masterpieces? Number 6, prizes and awards that he has received for his art pieces. You can mention only the special prizes and awards. Number 7, countries that he has visited. Also here you can mention events and exhibitions or competitions that he has taken part so far. Number 8, you can ask the artist which is his best art piece that he has made till now. Which one he likes the best. Number 9, references. You can take reference from some of the people who knows him very well, that what kind of artist is he? What are their opinions about him? Because through someone else's opinions who knows him better, we can also know him well. And at last, number 10, his address. Where is his art gallery or where is his shop, workshop or showroom? Full address if he wants to give, and his contact numbers and addresses like email addresses or online modes through which we can contact him. In this profile, don't forget to put up his best photo or photo of the artist and photos of some of his masterpieces. That means his art and artifacts photos. These 10 elements along with his photos and the photos of his art pieces will make this profile very, very interesting. Well, thank you students. That's all for today. Good night and see you in our next lesson.